What's going on, everybody? It's your Rifle here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to solo the Nightfall against Taniks, which this is the new strike mission that came with the House of Wolves. Before I get this started though, if you could, please take a wee bit of your time and like and or share the video if you're feeling really generous. It's much appreciated by me. Okay, so to get this started, I'm going to go over each section in the Nightfall. At the very beginning, you can just literally run right past these shriekers. And then once you start heading down to this area, you want to try to snipe off the wizard and the two boomers that are here. Once you take those out, you can easily run right past this part as well. And the next part, you don't even have to kill no enemies at all. They're in a battle of their own, which is kind of disappointing. I mean, you don't get to fight anything here. You just skip right past them. It's pretty freaking easy. Okay, so now the next part, we're going to have to fight a bunch of enemies here at Dusk Wearing. Here, you want to make sure you don't go up in the battle. You want to kind of stay back in this area that I'm at right now and kind of pick off the enemies from back here. Once you get all the enemies killed, you will then fight Taniks. A good way to take them down quickly is just to keep staggering them with a sniper rifle or use your heavy on them. Once you take out a significant amount of his health, he will then be immune. Once he is immune, that's when you know he's about to teleport away from the battle. And once he teleports away, that's when you're going to have to keep chasing him. You're going to have to follow him up this teleporter. Alright, so once you follow him up here, this next part's actually pretty simple with this cheese spot. Once you enter this door, just jump on this pillar right here and make your way on top of this lamp or light or whatever this thing is that we're on top of right now. Up here, you're pretty freaking safe, and if you do start taking damage, just kind of back off and crouch. But a good tactical advantage, you want to try to get up here as fast as possible so you can take out the enemies that come out of the door down below. Just try to take out as many as you can. I suggest shooting rockets at that door. I was using the Thunderlord, which also the Thunderlord seems to do quite well in this Nightfall just because it is arc burn right now as well. But anyways, yeah, you're also going to have to take down Taniks' health to a significant amount, and once you get it to that significant amount, he will teleport away from the battle, but the enemies will still be here. Also, the enemies down below to your left, they get stuck inside the door until you drop down. And those enemies are the invisible sword guys. I suggest taking out the shanks as well before you drop down. You don't necessarily have to take out all the enemies up here, but when you do drop down, make sure you run back to this door back here, because for some reason, the enemies can't go through this door. I don't know why, but they back off from it. So you're pretty safe around in that area, especially from the sword guys. Alright, so once you finally get past that part, the next area, it's going to get a little tougher, but not too tough. Immediately when you enter this area, which this is the area where you're going to be fighting a mini boss, it's a fallen walker here. But besides that point, you want to head left toward this tunnel. You will find some dregs running through this tunnel. Just pick off those dregs and also kill the vandals and captain that's at the end of the tunnel. And then you want to run through the tunnel and make your way up to this balcony. As you guys can see, you just want to jump on this shield blockade thing and then jump up to this balcony. You could probably get up there with one single jump with the Titan and maybe the Warlock, I don't know, but I'm using the Hunter, so I use that shield thing for an upper advantage to get to the balcony. Keep in mind though, if you can't turn invisible, try to take out a little bit more enemies that might shoot at you when trying to attempt to get up to this balcony. You don't want to take out too many enemies though, because the fallen walker tank will freaking spawn, and that's no good. That would be definitely a challenge trying to get up to the balcony while the walker is down. Anyways, once you're up here, this is actually a pretty safe spot to fight the fallen walker that comes. The reason why it's pretty safe up here is because you can open this door up here, but to open this door, you're going to have to whip out your ghost. But this corridor area is definitely a great spot to take out the tank. Be careful though, because the door can shut. Don't think because you're standing next to it, it's not going to shut. I once had the door shut literally right on top of me. So it pretty much ate my body and I went flying out toward the tank. It just sucked. It was horrible. It was definitely some bad freaking luck. But hey, now you guys know that's a possibility and that can happen. So play a little bit more safe with the door. Also, make sure to be on the lookout for the 3 vandals that come across from you. They're on the other side over there on that balcony. And how to know when they're about to come out is when the tank gets to a significant amount of health, they will end up coming out and shooting at you. And they can get you by surprise and end up killing you. Because you're like, what in the world shooting at me? What in the world? Then you look over there and you see that the vandals are across from you. So try to remember that they come out. This does make it a lot safer fighting this fallen walker. All you're going to have to do is shoot him a few times and run back inside, let the fallen walker shoot its shots, and then run back out and do the same thing. Keep shooting at it. Sooner or later, it will go down. And then once it does go down, some enemies actually despawn here, but more enemies come, and some with solar shields too. So just try to play a little precautious because we're getting close to the end of the Nightfall now. Once you've finally taken out all the enemies in this room, the next part, you want to try to play it as precautious as you can, because once you enter this tunnel, Taniks actually spawns out of nowhere. So don't go full charge running in like, ah, because you're going to run right into Taniks, which basically equals a brick wall, and that's no good. So what you want to do is like run halfway down this tunnel, and as soon as he spawns, run back out of that tunnel so you have some moving room. Anyways, once again, just do a significant amount of damage to him, and he will end up disappearing from that area, and then take out the remaining enemies here. Just keep making progress to this tunnel because this is leading you to the final fight against Taniks. And Taniks can actually go pretty smooth, especially if you have a sniper rifle and get into a certain spot, which I will show you guys. Once you finally get to the final fight, you want to immediately go left. Well, that's what I did. So I have a nice shot against Taniks. I keep trying to stagger him as much as possible with my sniper rifle. My goal is to kill him before the enemies spawn, because once those enemies spawn, there are tons and tons and tons of enemies. So your best bet is try to take him out before the enemies even spawn. That's the reason why I'm at this angle shooting at him, because he's going to end up teleporting away from that platform in the back somewhere. I still have an open shot at him. Your main goal is just to take out Taniks, because once Taniks is done, the Nightfall is completed. The enemies may still be there, but don't worry, you completed the Nightfall. You got the reward, and also you got the reputation. But yeah guys, there you have it. That is how you solo the new Nightfall against Taniks. Hopefully this guide ends up helping you all out in some kind of way. And if you could, once again, I'm going to leave a friendly reminder. Please take a wee bit of your time and like and or share the video if you're feeling really generous. But I'm out of here though, everyone. As always, remember to stay safe and don't sleep and pee. That's very important. Peace out.